Welcome to Sherpas, where we share for you to learn and succeed. In this video, we will be discussing physical defects, illness, and analogous mitigating circumstances. Tatlong mitigating circumstances ang i-discuss natin dito sa video na ito. Physical defects, illness, and analogous mitigating circumstances. Let us discuss the first one, physical defects. Physical defects as mitigating circumstance. It refers to the mitigating circumstance wherein the offender is deaf and dumb, blind, or otherwise suffering some physical defect which would restrict his or her means of action, defense, or communication with his or her fellow beings. Bakit ito considered mitigating circumstance or anong basis? The basis of the mitigating circumstance of physical defects is the diminution of freedom of action, therefore, diminution of voluntariness. Pag bulag ka, paano ka naman makakapag-act ng maayos? Ano nga ba itong physical defect na ito? Physical defect is a person's physical condition, such as being deaf and dumb, blind, armless, cripple, or stutterer, whereby his means to act, defend himself, or communicate with his fellow beings are limited. Ang pisikal na kapansanan ay tumutukoy sa kalagayang pisikal ng isang tao, gaya ng pagiging bingi at pipi, bulag, baldado, walang braso o utal. Kung saan ang kanyang kakayahang kumilos, ipagtanggol ang sarili, o makipag-ugnayan sa kapwa ay nalilimitahan. Kailan siya magiging mitigating? In order for this condition to be appreciated, it must be shown that such physical defect limited his means to act, defend himself, or communicate with his fellow beings to such an extent that he did not have complete freedom of action, consequently resulting in diminution of the element of voluntariness. Take note also, the physical defect that a person may have must have a relation to the commission of the crime. Example, si Mario na bingi at pipi mula pagkasilang ay nakipagtalo sa kanyang kapitbahay na si June dahil hindi niya kayang makipag-usap o ipagtanggol ang sarili ng pasalita, lumala ang sitwasyon at nauwi sa suntukan. Sa gitna ng alitan, nasaksak ni Mario si June gamit ang kutsilyo at nagdulot ng mga sugat. Sa kasong ito, maaaring isaalang-alang ng korte ang pisikal na kapansanan ni Mario bilang isang bingi at pipi, na naglimita sa kanyang kakayahang makipag-ugnayan, ipagtanggol ang sarili at kontrolin ang sitwasyon. Now let us go to illness. Illness as a mitigating circumstance. It refers to the mitigating circumstance wherein the accused is afflicted with an illness that will diminish the exercise of his or her willpower without, however, depriving him or her of the consciousness of his or her acts. Bakit ito considered mitigating circumstance or anong basis? The basis of the mitigating circumstance of illness is the diminution of intelligence and intent on the offender's part. Bago ang court i-consider ito as mitigating circumstance, dapat itong dalawang elements ay mayroon. First, the illness must diminish the exercise of the willpower of the offender. And second, such illness should not deprive the offender of consciousness of his act. Yung illness niya ay may effect sa willpower niya pero not totally na-deprive or hindi niya alam ang ginagawa niya. Otherwise, kung complete deprivation of consciousness of his act, pasok na po dito yung insanity or imbecility, which is an exempting circumstance. Example of this mitigating circumstance. In People v. Puno, the Supreme Court ruled that mild psychosis or schizophrenic reaction, although not exempting because it does not completely deprive the offender of the consciousness of his acts, may be considered as mitigating circumstance under Article 13, Paragraph 9 of the Revised Penal Code. as an illness which diminishes the exercise of the offender's willpower without, however, depriving him of the consciousness of his acts. Now let us go to the last mitigating circumstance under Article 13 of the Revised Penal Code, which is the analogous mitigating circumstances. It refers to the mitigating circumstance that is similar nature and analogous to the 9 mitigating circumstances enumerated under Article 13 of the Revised Penal Code. Ito yung mga pangyayari na pwedeng ihalin tulad or kahawig o katulad ng mga na-discuss nating mitigating circumstances. The following are analogous mitigating circumstances as decided by the Supreme Court. Over 60 years old with failing sight similar to over 70 years of age mentioned in paragraph 2. Second, voluntary restitution of stolen goods similar to voluntary surrender. Third, impulse of jealous feelings similar to passion and obfuscation. Fourth, extreme poverty and necessity similar to incomplete justification based on state of necessity. Fifth, testifying for the prosecution without previous discharge analogous to a plea of guilty. Sixth, acting out of embarrassment and fear caused by the victim because of gambling debts of the accused. Seventh, the Supreme Court ruled that an abandoned wife who remained and found guilty of bigamy is entitled to a mitigating circumstance for humanitarian reason as her marriage with the complainant was later on declared null and void. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and to subscribe.